Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to the Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to the 12 Alvas. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted in the various groups from around the world. I welcome Mother Lakshmi in her form as Dhanya Lakshmi tonight. This is the third manifestation in this material dimension. And Dhanya means agriculture. Dhanya means agriculture. So as of today, all of you will become vegetarians. Vegetarians. Because agriculture deals with vegetables. Alright? As of today, Dave, wrong day you came to Satsang. Day by wrong day you came to Satsang.
No, it's the right day.
Right day. Okay. Day by is going to accept vegetarianism. Okay. So, in this manifestation of Mother Lakshmi, the vegetation becomes prosperous, and the vegetation becomes abundance. Not only for human consumption, but for all life form. And I'm stating again that these 9 days are celebrated simultaneously in 3 dimensions. The Sri Sampradaya and Vaishnavites will be celebrating Mother Lakshmi. The Shaktas will be celebrating 9 forms of Mother Durga. The Shaivites will be celebrating 9 forms of Mother Durga, and the Shaktas will be celebrating Mother Kali in 3 forms, Mother Lakshmi for 3 days, and Mother Saraswathi for 3 days. We all celebrating simultaneously. There is no contradiction at all. There is no contradiction at all. It depends in which dimension you are at this point in your life. So we have primary education, secondary education, and tertiary education. All 3 education systems function simultaneously, doesn't it? All these institutions open on a certain date and close on a certain date and function at the same time, and there is no contradiction. So similarly, in Sanatana Dharma, God don't expect the human to land in tertiary education immediately. So he gives you 311 trillion, 40 billion years in every cycle to go from primary to secondary to tertiary education. But unlike parents, God gives you free will. God gives you free will. Devashni, if you had God as your parents, you could remain in primary school for the rest of your life. God don't care. Only mommy and daddy wax you, but God don't care. And that is why humankind takes so long to evolve. But in whichever dimension you are, at that point in time, that dimension is acceptable because it is part of Sanatana Dharma. Then, if you do not acquaint yourself to these three systems, Sanatana Dharma also takes note of you. Does it not? And if you follow other systems, Sanatana Dharma also takes note of you. Does it not? In fact, every system is born from Sanatana Dharma, and every system that is still going to be born will take birth from Sanatana Dharma. For this entire universe is personified Sanatana Dharma. There is nothing else besides, in this universe besides Sanatana Dharma. There is nothing else. Every atom that is filled in this universe is Sanatana Dharma. And every other dimension of looking at religion and spirituality is but a link, direct link of Sanatana Dharma in a different place, different time, in a different dimension as well. And this brings our attention to our topic on hand. And we are discussing Navratri, synthesizing it with oneness. We are discussing Navratri, synthesizing it with oneness. Navratri means 9 nights. There are some people, in India there are 4 Navratris. In India there are 4 Navratris, but this is the most popular Navratri. They also read the Ramayana in one of the Navratris for 9 days. 9 nights. Then you'll find in South India there's a different Navratri, and in North India there is a different Navratri. The deities worshipped in that period. The period will be the same, but the deities worshipped will be different. And that is also accepted in Sanatana Dharma. And the reason it is accepted is because you will notice, Rosh Bhai, that there are many species of rose flowers and plants. Have you noticed? You notice? Many species of rose, many species of marigold, many species of nuts, potato, many, many species because God likes variety. God loves variety. And if He loves variety in everything, then man's mind will also be different. And man's mind vibrates in 400,000 dimensions. Man's mind vibrates in 400,000 dimensions. And that is why we have so much of problems. Very well. That is why we have so much of problems. You agree very well? When you told Vanita, when you get ready at 5:30, what her mind told you?
So she was still busy.
Okay, all right. All right. But if the two minds were on one frequency, 7 you would have been at Satsang. Satisfied? You enjoying this?
Yes.
So we have a variety of levels of thinking. Variety of levels of thinking. Alright? So some people say when they meet their lover, we are soul. You heard that, Satisfied? You remember telling anyone we are soulmates?
No.
Jessica? Jessica, your husband is lying in a satsang. At no point in his life he said we are made for each other. That is why.
I said we'll be together, but at no point I said we'll make each other. That was good.
Okay. All of you understand? Are you understanding through the experiment of Satish Bhai and Paddy Bhai and Vanita Baby? Yours Bhai? Your mind and Bhabhi's mind? Same frequency?
Goes off sometimes. I'd say most of the time.
Rosba, I see you became brave after coming to the satsang. A brave man now, Rosba. You are answering spontaneously. Before I had to dig these answers out of you. And you're audible, I can hear you. So can you see that this difference is purpose made? This difference, even among humans, we all could have been Asians, we all could have been African, we all could have been whites, isn't it? Or we all could have been colors. I don't know how that would have been possible. But God chose all of us to be of different races, and even there He divided us in so many ways. In so many ways. All of you understand? That division is purpose made. That division is purpose made. Species of roses, within the rose is purpose made. You understand? Then, as we have no control over our Creator and creation, do we have any control over the Creator? Do we have any control over creation? No. We have no control over the Creator. We have no control over His creation. But by looking around, you can see that the Creator created in variety. He created in variety. We have no control. But we have control of our individual minds. Do we have control of our individual minds? Do we have control of our intellect? Do we have control of our intellect? Yes. What is the function of the mind? What do you do with your mind? You think, you will, and you feel. You feel. Don't you feel with your mind? If I tell you something that you do not like, you will get upset. The mind is the instrument that controls your emotions. And emotions is feelings. Emotions is feelings. So you use your mind to think, you use your mind to will. Mama, what does willing mean? Yes, and will also not to do something. Mama, will also not to do something. Alright? So you need to use your willpower not to do something. Don't use your willpower to do something. Alright? Use your willpower, only you, not everyone else. And you know who, Mama, but I don't want to mention. All of you understand? Then we have the intellect. And the function of the intellect is to decide right from wrong. So you have the mind which you can control. So you can control your thinking, you can control your willing, and you can control your emotions. This power you have. Do you have this power? Each one of you? So you have this power. Then you have the power of intellect to factor right from wrong. So do you have enough tools within you to understand this variety that God has created? You have eyes to see. So you use your eyes, you see the variety. Can you see the variety? Then you use your mind and you think of this variety. Then you use your intellect and understand how to live within this variety. So you have no control over the Creator, you have no control over the creation, but you have control over how you can enact your life within this creation. Are you understanding? So what is it that you need to do? Jessica, is use these faculties that were awarded by you, by your Creator. The mind, the sense organs, the intellect, and use it as per His instructions, as per His instructions. And what will happen if you use it as per His instructions? You will have peace within variety. You will have peace within variety. All of you will have peace within variety. And where does variety start? Rose Bhai? No, in your house. You have a variety of children, don't you? You have one male, one female, one tall, one short. And you see variety where it started? Where? At home. And when you learn as a family of variety to live in harmony, family of variety, diversified thinking, to live in harmony, then you extend this harmony into your community, and then you extend it into society, and then you extend it into your nations, and then you extend it to your continent, and then you extend it globally. This harmony that you learn at home, don't go changing outside if you have not changed inside. Don't go changing outside if you have not changed inside. So if you want to change outside, the first change must be made inside. All of you understand? So religion is a game, is like a game with a set of rules and a referee. In religion, God is the referee. In religion, God is the referee. And God blows the whistle, because in religion He is playing the game with you. But in spirituality, you are playing the game yourself, and God is a witness. God is a witness. Okay, bye. You played soccer?
Yes.
Which side you supposed to score goals? Don't score own goals. Okay, bye. Don't score. You need to go to that goal post and score the goal. Don't be lazy, stand at your own goal post, turn around and just kick the ball this way and think scoring the goal is more important. There is a set of rules, Mama, set of rules. And what you must do? Abide by the rules. Alright? So understand? Set of rules governing your morality, your ethics, your principles. This is religion. But religion brings in an active God as a referee. Spirituality is a witnessing God. It is a witnessing God. You can play, and as you play, if you score your own goal, next lifetime will give you another soccer field, maybe 5 or 6 soccer fields. So you can practice to score the goal on the other side. That is spirituality. Alright? In religion, you score your own goal, that is bhai. Next game, you sit on the bench. Are you understanding? All of you? So, religion constrains you, and spirituality releases you. Religion affects you externally. Spirituality affects you internally. Religion is about a huge congregation. Spirituality is only about you. You understand? And this is Sanatan Dharma. This is Sanatan Dharma. And today is the third day of the manifestation of the potency of the Supreme Lord, which started from a point, one part of this potency of Adi Lakshmi, which became Maha Lakshmi, which manifested as Dhanya Lakshmi, today is Dhanya Lakshmi. Because you need agriculture. It's a necessity in your life. Okay? So, when you buy your vegetables, paddy bhai, remember, Dhanya Lakshmi. So we have discourses of this nature because it is a law, it is a Vedic injunction that in this season called Kali Yuga, the fastest and quickest way to the Lord, the fastest and quickest way to your happiness, to your blissfulness, is Sankirtana Yajna. Sankirtana Yajna. Yajna means sacrifice, and Kirtana means the singing that you heard, followed by a transcendental discourse. This is your mode of attracting the Supreme Lord. And this mode is a Vedic injunction. It is not created by the Guru or the Sri Narayan Dham. It is an instruction from the Supreme Lord Himself. If you need to connect to me, go and find a bona fide spiritual master. Follow the instructions of the bona fide spiritual master, and he will connect you to me. See how easy it is if you want to connect to the Supreme Lord. Just attend a satsang of a bona fide spiritual master. Nilende, no camphor, no clothes. Well, now she's laughing. She nearly killed her daughter many years ago. Vaishnavi, what you told mommy? Color string. Don't walk around a tree with color string. Vaishnavi told her mother. Vaishnavi brought her mother to Satsang. Mother said, what you going to that Hindustani Satsang? And Vaishnavi? What you going to the Hindustani Satsang? Now she cooks for the Guru and leave it quietly in Makutir. For not now, many years. Hindustani Guru. Okay? So this is how you evolve. This is called an evolution. Because I'm sure Nilendi got tired of walking round and round and round that tree with strings for I don't know how many years. And she decided, just come, sit down, relax for the Guru, and everything will be fine. Nilendi, after you stopped the tree, everything is fine. Alright? So if God gave you this easy choice, why do you want to choose the hard route? God gave you a GPS, He gave you a shortcut. Sankirtana Yajna. And see how simple it is. When you come in the satsang and when you hear the bhajans, when you hear Venita Beni's, what voice, Kaliba? What bird voice? What voice? Talk, I want to hear. Hey, look at melodious voice. That is, you show you're not one to say all the right things.
No.
Okay.
That is 100%.
Okay. Then this instruments combined with the melodious voice arrests and purifies your subtle body. Doesn't it? Your mind is part of your subtle body, and this kirtana purifies your subtle body. Does it not? It makes you happy. Then this meals that's at the satsang has been contributed by who? All of you. We have a monthly roster and you bring in your food and you contribute. You have to pay money to buy whatever you contribute. Then you purify with this contribution, you purify your money. Because this money that's in your possession, you don't know whether it came from a hijacking, from a murder, from a rape, from a robbery. You don't know where this money came and with what consciousness it came. Do you know? So when you donate for the purposes of donation, then you purify by that donation all your other monies. That is why don't go steal some money and donate here and think there's no karma. You will still pay if you stole. Alright? This is accidental. When the money comes to you, which is your own hard-earned money, but you do not know from how many transactions it landed in your hand, then all that money gets purified. Then you eat prasadam in the satsang. You eat prasadam in the satsang, either by fruit, milk, but our prasadam is food. Alright? That food purifies your gross body. That food purifies your gross body. So your subtle body is purified through the kirtana. Your gross body is purified through the food because it was offered to the Supreme Lord first, and the Lord is spiritual, and when He looks at that food, He eats through His eyes. The Lord can perform any function through any of His organs. So when He looks at the food, and by tasting with His eyes, the food now becomes spiritual. And spiritual food means positive atoms in that food. That food is vibrating in positive energy. And when you ingest that food, because of the positive energy, whatever negative energies are vibrating within your cells, when that food is finally digested and it is absorbed in your cells, in whichever way, it repairs you positively. And lastly, the transcendental discourses that you drink purifies your soul. Purifies your soul. So coming to Sankirtana Yajna is like going to a mall. That is why going to a mall. Because when you go to a mall, one stop shopping. You get everything in a mall, isn't it? All of you understand? Yeah, I saw in big malls more than 3 or 4 bottle stores. They don't even want you to walk too far. You understand? Mama? I don't know if you agree with me.
Let me think about that.
Because I said I don't want to associate you or say anything negative about you today. At the end of the satsang, you made the Guru change. Okay? Do you understand? Is this last set of information that I gave you in regard to Sankirtana Yajna, is it scientific? Is it scientific? Does it make scientific sense to you? Because if it is scientifically sensible, then it will also be logical, and ultimately it will become common sensical. All of you understand? When you come to a satsang of a bona fide spiritual master, you must take these 4 items whenever you come to a satsang back home to you, because it is not there. That you have to get from this mall. From this mall. And because Kali Yuga is in this condition where very few people will be merited to come to a guru, God has made it as simple as A, B, C. If you are in Satyug, your lifespan is 100,000 years. If you are in Treta Yuga, your lifespan is 10,000 years. If you are in Dwapara Yuga, your lifespan is 1,000 years. When you are in Kali Yuga, your lifespan is 100 years. Okay? And when you are in Satyug, you'll be wishing you was in Kali Yuga. Why? No. shortest cut to meet the Lord. Shortest cut to meet the Lord. And many years ago, I had a saying. Those of you that's with me for a long time, don't be, it starts with a D, dumb. Don't be dumb. Fastest and quickest method to connect to the Supreme Sankirtana Yajna. Jai Shriman Narayan.